Today we are going to learn and practice where to put bar lines in music with a fun game called Barline Hit. My students really like this game and we usually play it on the smartboard, but this will do just as well. This is how musicians and band or orchestra stay together when everyone's playing. They are all counting rhythms in their head, and the rhythms are organized into sections we call measures, and it's much easier to read. In order to do this, we want to look first at our time signature. The 4 on the bottom means a quarter note gets 1 beat. The top number is the main one we'll be working with, so I've highlighted it, and it's very important. It tells us how many beats should be in each measure or section of music. In this game, you might need to find something in your house that makes noise, a pot or pan with a spoon, tap 2 spoons together, a kazoo, a whistle, a party favor horn, or just you could even clap or use some kind of voice sound would work too. Let's do the first line together so you understand what to do. If you forget some of the note values, you can refer to the chart before this or on this screen that shows how many beats each one get. So I'm going to use a kazoo and I'm going to go along, and I know I need 4 beats in a measure, so when I think a bar line should be placed, I'm going to make a noise with my kazoo. Hmm. 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 Okay, let's talk about how I knew where to put the bar lines and see if you understand this, and then you will try one on your own here in a minute after I make this box. So we know our quarter note gets 1 beat. So I'm going to go ahead and write 1 plus 1. Our quarter rest gets 1 beat of silence. Some people think it doesn't get anything, but don't forget our rests do get amount of beats. So we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, it equals our 4. Our next measure is very little, but it holds out for 4 beats. Our whole note gets 4. So that's all we need for that measure. And then we have 1 plus together, a half plus a half gets 1 full beat, 1 whole beat. So I'm going to put the 1 in the middle. So we have 1 plus 1, and then we have 1 beat of silence right here. And then we have our half plus a half for 1 whole. And so we have between this measure 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equaling 4. And our last measure, we have 1 beat, both notes equal 1 beat, plus 2 beats, plus 1 more beat. Does that equal 4? It does. Let's try one more. And I'm going to see if you can do this one all on your own. And I'll show you where the bar lines are in a minute. We're going to start right here. Get ready with your instrument you have from home, or your voice, or clap. Okay, did you know where to put the bar lines? If not, rewind it and try that again. See if you know where to make a noise with your instrument, where the bar line should be placed. We only have 2 beats in a measure, 1, 2. So our bar line's going to go right here, 1 plus 1. And here it is again, 1 plus 1 beat of silence. So our bar line should be here. 1 plus 1 beat of silence, and that would be here because we can only equal 2 in each measure. A half plus a half equals 1 whole, plus another whole 1 is equaling 2. A half note equals 2 beats. So our bar line will be here. In this line of music, we would not even be able to have a whole note, which equals 4 beats, because that would be too much. We can only go up to 2 beats in each measure. We have our 1 beat here plus 1. So our last bar line would be here. I hope this helped you learn more about measures and bar lines.